Now that Paper Mario the Origami King is out and I've gotten to play through the entire first chapter, I wanted to make another video going over details and cool things that you may have missed throughout the chapter. This can be small little things, maybe a specific Toad collectible that I thought was really neat, and just any type of detail that might be hard to find on your own. So, before we get started, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you guys are new to stay up to date on all things Nintendo. And if you've seen anything else throughout Chapter 1 of Paper Mario the Origami King that you think I should have covered as a cool detail or tidbit, please let me know down in the comments. But without further ado, let's get into our list. Number 1, Luigi just doesn't have a paper cart based off of Mario Kart, but it's also based off of Color Splash, the cart that he had in that game, which he helped Mario get up to Bowser's Castle on Rainbow Road. Fast forwarding to Peach's dungeon, while down there you'll find Bowser folded up into a clamp, and if you go to pull him but let go, he'll state stop, it hurts, it's like pulling a bandage off halfway, which you know the saying, if you want to pull it off without it hurting, you're going to have to pull it off as fast as you can, so he wants you to hurry up and just pull him and get it over with, but you're torching him, just barely touching him. Olivia will give you instructions on how to exactly use the confetti to fill holes by using the ZR button, and also give you sound effects as to what it will sound like when you do so. But if you hold the button down and just sit there and really not do anything, she'll eventually tell you how to do it again and also say that she's running out of sound, so hurry up. The Whispering Woods actually whisper to you, but it's very interesting to see how they whisper to you when you interact with certain things. If you go over Bear Trap, they'll say, ow, that looks like that hurt or something, and if you smack a tree with a hammer, they'll get really upset and say, I didn't know he could do that, or he's just smacking things trying to figure out what to do. He really doesn't know what he's doing. It's kind of funny, and do different things to figure out exactly what the trees will say. There's a giant party ball in the Whispering Woods that you can break down with your 1,000-fold arms, and it's very reminiscent of that of Super Smash Bros. And it's not the same exact sound effect when it busts open, but it's very similar, and in the fact that it also opens up and throws confetti everywhere. Once you get near the campsite, you'll start to hear music appear, and it's actually coming from speakers along the trees. And as you get closer, the music gets louder, so the music is actually coming from these speakers. It's not just an overworld soundtrack. And you can actually turn this music off if you don't like it. It's kind of a mountain yodeling type of music, so you can actually smack the tree to knock down the speaker, and the music will cut off. There's an actual piano bridge that you can walk across, and it actually plays all the notes. You can play any type of theme you want if you're good enough and coordinated enough, as long as the notes are not too far from Mario's jump. I even played the original Mario Bros. Theme. It's a little goofy, but it works. On the first bench you encounter in the game, you'll actually sit down and Olivia will scoot Mario over if you sit too far to the left. It's actually kind of funny as she pushes him out of the way like this is my spot. Now, I'm not going to go over all the Toad forms and what they look like because you can pretty much guess what animal or bug they're trying to be like. For instance, like a grasshopper or a butterfly. It doesn't need explaining, but some might go over some people's head as they're kind of, bugs that we don't really see all the time. For instance, these toads in the forest seem to be cicadas, which are bugs that sit on the tree and make that very loud annoying noise that you hear during the summer and the fall. Since the trees can talk to Mario in the Whispering Woods, lots of the pieces of wood that you see laying around can also talk to Mario, like the wood pile saying they can't wait to get burned and turned to ash because eventually they will regrow into trees, and also the wood that's by the campfire that actually wants to be lit, which is kind of weird. Once you arrive to Toad Town, you'll find a giant submarine in the middle of the museum, and it'll read the Super Marino, which is a play on Mario, an ancient vessel of the legendary Captain Toad, which is a play on the name Captain Toad. Yes, we have a 360-degree circular battle ring now, but within that battle ring, you can also see different things throughout the background and the environment. For instance, in Toad Town, you can turn all the way around and eventually see the entrance gate, which is just a pretty cool touch that they even added that. By the Koopa Troopa ruins, you'll see a shy guy trying to steal one of the Koopa Troopa ruin special orbs that you'll need to open the vault. Well, the Koopa Troopas state that they would try to stop him, but what are they going to do? Walk into him slowly, referring to the fact that Koopa Troopas, especially green ones, just walk off everything and even into Mario without any type of attack. Here's a stretch, but if you smack the mailbox by the Toad house that's wrapped in ribbon, you can actually get envelopes to pop out, which are toads. But if you look at the envelopes, they actually look a lot like the Smash invitations that we see for a newcomer. Yep, like I said, it's a stretch, but hey, who knows? Paper Mario and Smash? While traversing the hills making your way to the first red ribbon, you'll find a golfing green with some bunkers and some tiles underneath, which if you whack with your hammer, it will reveal the 8-bit steps all the way up to the flag, just like in classic Mario Brothers fashion, which you could jump off to and even grab the flag and go down and play the theme song, shooting off fireworks and getting some extra toads. And also the flag, yeah, that's a toad as well. You might want to hit that. There are toads that are shaped like beetles that will crawl across the ground really fast. There's a secret area that lets Mario play whack-a-mole with a toad that's shaped like a gopher, and it's actually pretty fun, and once you figure out how to do it, it's actually a rewarding toad capture. When you're trying to bargain the Koopa Troopa orb off of the Monty Mole, you'll realize that you can actually keep talking him down in price. In fact, if you watch the Nintendo Treehouse segment on this, you can actually talk him down a lot more. You can talk him down from 10,000 coins to 300, but if you want to press your luck even more, the Koopa Troopas will eventually say, we're going to buy it, since there's 3 of us, we'll chip in 100 coins each, and they will buy the orb themselves. Well, you still need the orb in order to complete the chapter, so what do? Well, the Koopa Troopas will only sell the orb at 1,500 coins at a flat rate. It's still a lot better than 10,000, but please, just take your 300 coins if this is your first time. The first floor of the Souvenir Lookout Tower has paintings of past games, if you've noticed. There's a picture of a pirate ship and a picture of a circus tent, which are both areas within Paper Mario Color Splash. The lights above the elevator door are reminiscent of the lights on the Joy-Con and the controllers for the Nintendo Switch. I don't know if this is just a reference or if this is just a coincidence, but it's very, very similar, as the lights are even in square shapes, which pretty much matches completely. In the kitchen on the second floor, you can actually find some food sitting on the table still, and what do you do with food that's still sitting on the table? Well, you sit down and eat it, of course. Mario and Olivia can sit down and eat the meal and also get Mario's health completely refilled. Also, the food looks like some type of pasta like spaghetti in the form of mushrooms for Mario to eat because, you know, Mario loves his mushrooms. Towards the top of the tower, there's 8-bit Mario Bros. 1 blocks and bushes surrounding the tower, which is a neat little reference. At the very top of the tower, after defeating color pencils, you'll get to look through some telescopes into the surrounding area. And the left one just shows you Peach's castle and the remaining streamers on it, but the right one is very funny because it actually shows you a toad's face zoomed in, which means there's a toad at the end and you have to go and hit it. This is just another toad location, but I thought it was very funny and something that was really cool that many people may not even realize, that you can insert 10 coins to look through these things. And last but not least, number 28, before you make your way up to the tower at the end of World 1 on Picnic Road, you'll find a fishing hole where you can fish with the Koopa Troopa and actually try to catch a big fish. And just like the Legend of Zelda series, it'll track each size until you get the record of the biggest fish. And if you talk to the Koopa Troopa, he'll tell you that there's many other places you can fish, but there is one monster fish out there that you can find. Now, as you progress through this world, you can keep coming back to this watering hole and find bigger and bigger fish, and I think you can only get up to about 170 centimeters as far as the biggest fish within this area. Now, I'm sure there's more areas in the game, I'm sure lots of you guys have reached it, but we'll continue to update you on this fishing progress and the monster fish when we get there. And that is 24 cool details that you may have missed in Paper Mario the Origami King. And now remember, this is only for Chapter 1, so if you guys have already ventured off into the other chapters so far, just stay tuned and wait for the next video. And if I've missed anything within Chapter 1 so far, please let me know in the comments down below. So far, the game is actually a lot of fun. It's a lot better than what people have been saying, and I thought I'd give my short opinions on how fun the game is so far, because people seem to be kind of hit or miss with this game. Now, of course, there's no XP with battling, and the battling does seem a little lackluster and kind of pointless, and I don't really want to battle it many times. But the boss battles so far, like I did with the Earth Vellumental, and also the Color Pencil's final boss of Chapter 1, I thought were a blast. It was so cool to hit the boss from different areas and find cool new tactics in order to tackle them on, and I had a lot of fun with them so far. But let me know again what you guys think in the comments down below. I think the first world was really pretty and a lot to explore, and I can't wait to see what's to come. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like always, if you really did enjoy today's video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you guys are new to stay up to date on all things Nintendo all the time. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.